wrap your car, which no wrap company wants to do, and you're ready for a new one, just ready to go back to your stock color, ready for a new wrap, whatever it is, when to take it off, how to take it off, and why to take it off. This will be a decent video, I guess, to kind of help you out. I'll show you a couple things that I know, a couple things that wrap guys taught me, and pretty much the best way to get it done. It's 80 degrees today, so the sun, I could feel it's already warm. The sun's going to help a lot with holding the heat in. When should you take your wrap off? Basically, the top of the car is obviously going to get beat up the most. We took the roof off first because that was the worst. It was actually cracking and starting to unpeel itself a little bit, and it was really bad. The roof did take a while. It took a few hours to get the roof off. It was beyond time to unpeel the roof. When you take it off is crucial. It's way better to peel it a little bit early than it is a little bit late. If you look at the hood, it's starting to get these like little cloudy spots. It looks like a cloudy spot. It looks like it doesn't shine as bright anymore. It's starting to get rough. Almost starting to look like clear coat, starting to get old. That's your telltale sign of your wraps starting to get old. Now, my hood and trunk and quarter panels, top of my quarter panels, have been looking this cloudy for at least 6 months. You don't really want to go past that to kind of ensure that it peels easy. I've peeled a little bit of everything so far. I haven't peeled the hood yet, so we're gonna see how that comes off, being this is probably the second worst spot of the car besides the roof. The roof did take a while. Me and the wrap guy, Steve Stone, get wrapped. He actually wrapped the car, did an awesome job. Car lasted 4 years in the direct sun. This was not garage kept. This was sitting outside, sitting in the heat. I'm in Jersey, so we do get hot summers, 90 plus degrees all summer long. If we did ceramic coat the car, it would have lasted a lot longer, kind of help preserve the wrap from getting too old. So it is better to unwrap the car sooner rather than later. I know a lot of guys are like, I paid a decent amount of money to get my car wrapped. I want it to last as long as possible. That is, I feel like, the number one reason why people wait too long. They want to try to get the most out of their money, but in this case, it's not worth it. The aggravation you're going to deal with later on, paying somebody to undo it, it's going to cost just as much as you got to wrap the car for the man hours it's going to take to unwrap it. So. The other thing is that the car's got a lot of dings now. It's got some chips. It got chips. I don't know if these are from rocks or just from like door dings, but it did help save the factory paint and not get chips in that. So I did unwrap the other side of the car, and the paint looks amazing. Other parts of the car, like this here, I scraped this up, so that's ready to come off. That's pretty deep. That's all busted up. Little chips in the fender that are showing wear. You can see, the trunk has those cloudy spots to it. Hopefully the camera picks up a good amount of it. And then it's got the back end. The other thing that I did notice, though, the car ended up with like these little streaks, just from dirt running down it, sitting on it for a while. And a scratch there. So I mean, the paint, the wrap definitely got beat up a little bit, but it did saved the paint. Now let me I'm gonna show you guys what to do, but showing you the other side, the paint is in really good condition. It peeled off amazing. Now this side I did about the same temperature, and was actually didn't have to use any adhesive remover, and I was able to peel off everything. Not, you know, not in one piece, but if you kept some heat on it, which I'll show you too, I'll show you how to kind of work the heat gun, and then the kind of how much heat to put into it, because I would feel like that would be like the #1 question. How much heat, how much do you want to heat it up? So we'll go over all that, and I'm gonna do a time lapse of me peeling off, and then I'll kind of interrupt with certain spots that I think need to be addressed. But yeah, let's get right to it. Okay, first thing, if you do end up needing to, when you peel your wrap off, it all depends on the quality of the wrap itself, but when you do peel your wrap off, this is the perfect adhesive remover to use, rapid remover. You can get it on Amazon, and you can leave it sit for a couple minutes. It says 60 seconds, and basically if you peel it off and you'll have glue sticking to it, spray this, do 1 panel at a time, let this sit, and then with a plastic razor blade you can, it'll be fine. It won't scratch your paint, and this will have enough you know, enough slipperiness to where you'll be able to scrape it and it's not going to scratch your clear coat. So yes, this is stuff to get if you do peel it off and need it. I don't think I'll need it, which has been great. If you don't need to use it, it's amazing. I'll tell you what, pulling your wrap off a little bit early is going to save a lot of aggravation and a lot of time. So yeah, so just a quick heads up, I think this is a really good one. My wrap guy told me to get this, so I'm going to pass along the knowledge to you. So basically what I'm going to do, we're going to start back in a corner. The best thing to do is we're going to actually lift. We're going to start lifting where it's tucked. Corners, if we start working all these edges here, then you could start peeling this whole thing off in one section. But like I said, when you touch it, it's actually already warm from the weather. You still want to get it quite a bit hotter than that already. All the heat's going to do is just hold it in. The weather's just going to help hold it in longer, so you can do more with every time you heat it up. I will need to eventually pop the hood. So you'll start in this corner here, get it nice and warm, and then you can kind of start working this corner up. You want it to be nice and soft. You want the wrap to be nice and soft as you start peeling. And I'll tell you what, the softer it is, this stuff is way thicker than like Plasti Dip, and a lot of people Plasti Dip stuff. It's way thicker than Plasti Dip, so and it's a lot easier to work with. So you can peel on it. You can get it nice and hot, and you can peel on it a lot more than you can with like a Plasti Dip. And the warmer you get it, the more it will actually peel from in these corners. So you actually want more heat. See, this actually wasn't hot enough, so it started to actually rip. We'll start working up here. We'll get a corner lifted. That's the main thing. Get a corner lifted first, and then just kind of start working the edges. Work the edges. Get them all. And you just want to get some heat in here. And then the weather, like I said, just going to help hold that heat in. Keep getting it off. It's wrapped pretty good, but yeah, you see it. Nice and soft. And then it's actually great because then what you'll feel, it's starting to cool off, because pulling these edges up will become a little bit tougher, but it should pull off pretty decent. But being able to do this really helps with like just getting your car wrapped in the first place. And that whole piece is already up. And say you're coming through here, right, and you want to reheat it back up. I kind of let it heat, and like you'll see this shrink up, and you'll know. So you'll kind of you'll see it shrink back up, and then it kind of stops shrinking. Usually that's enough heat you'll have in there. But yeah, so look at that. I got enough heat in there where it's just peeling off the bottom, coming right up. And then now, if it gets tough, it's starting to get tough. It's not as easy to pull up. Stop. Put some more heat into it. And you don't really have to worry about it getting too, you know, you don't have to worry about getting it too hot, because some rap people, dude, they put torches on this stuff for a short amount of time, but they do an open flame just to kind of get this stuff peeled up and around certain corners and whatnot. Yeah, so I may need to pop the hood just because it is tucked under here pretty good. But you see, like, once it starts to cool off, man, it starts to really give you resistance, and it will want to break. Okay, kind of give you an idea. It's wrapped a good inch inside here. So I pop the hood. We're going to heat this up. We're going to pull this up here. So we'll focus on getting the passenger side of the hood up, get some heat in it, peel it up. It actually pulled up pretty good for being wrapped down as far as it was. But we'll get some heat in here, and we're going to pull this whole corner up. There you go. Nice and easy to pull up. Nice and pliable. But it's nice because now, like, as you see, it's starting to cool off because it broke. Yep, time for some more heat. You can, yeah, it's starting to get a little bit hard. You'll get the feel. You get the feel of it after a little while. I'm gonna get some heat in here. To it. Pulling up nice and easy. And right there, it's actually, because it wasn't painted very well from the factory, it's thinner. All that's paint that's peeling up that the wrap actually caught. So we want to try to be careful with that. Yeah, look, we got the whole side up. Peeling the top of this hood's the easy thing. It's just working these corners, getting these corners free. But look, we're gonna do this whole underside here. We're gonna get all that peeled up. Then we can close the hood and then peel all the top off. I am getting close to being done peeling the hood, and man, as you get to the part where it is peeling. It's peeling hard. It's breaking in certain spots, but you're kind of able to save it. You know, it is tearing here. You are kind of able to recover and keep it, and that's when you know your wrap is done. I mean, you're peeling on it, and it's breaking. It's starting to break pretty bad. Being the worst part of the hood up here, you can it's leaving, hopefully you can see it, it's leaving glue residue from in the center here. So it's a good thing we peeled it when we did. You're literally on the point where it's starting to leave glue, so we will have to spray this hood and scrape it with the plastic razor. But you can't wait any longer than this, because any longer than what this looks like, I mean, it is right on the end of its life. And like I said, it's leaving glue. That's when you know it's really starting to, and it's peeling hard. You know, I peeled the whole driver's side of the car and it did not peel this hard. It's really starting to just snap off and break consistently, even with a lot of heat in it. I have so much heat in it that I'm burning my fingers when I grab it, and it's still hard to pull. So yeah, when you see that glue, it won't have lasted any longer. It's a good thing I was peeling it when I was, because it's ready to come off. Okay, hood is peeled. It took about an hour to peel the hood. It was tough. It was rough right around in this area where it was the worst. But like I said, about an hour to get this peeled. It definitely took some time. I think the rest of the car should go pretty well. This did go okay for being the second worst part of the car. So I'm happy it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep rolling with the time lapse. Mainly, pretty much everything that I've already told you. If you want to stick around and watch the rest of the car get wrapped, and any other thoughts that I kind of think of up, great. If you want to stick around, cool. I am going to go into time lapse. I'm going to keep unwrapping the car. I'll probably maybe have some closing thoughts or whatever, but I'm going to hop into time lapse, get a lot more of this car done. Depending how much light I have left, may need to roll until tomorrow, but it's time consuming. It is. If you have a buddy to roll with you, it is the best way to go. I mean, by the time I unwrap the hood, your buddy could have the trunk unwrapped. It just makes it so much faster. I would highly suggest getting one of your buddies to help. Just drink beer and do it. Let me hop into it and keep unwrapping. that's it. We're all done. For the most part, the car is pretty much all unwrapped. There is little spots where, you know, maybe when I get a little bit more time, I could pop these little lenses out and get all up in here. But for the most part, the car is completely silver again. How long did it take to unwrap the car? By myself, I would say, man, I wasn't really keeping track, but a good 10 to 12 hours to unwrap the car. It took a while. I highly suggest your buddy, get a buddy, get two buddies, have 3 people would be great. You know, it just goes by so much faster. You know, you would need 3 heat guns or whatever you have to do, so people can just grab panels, just attack a panel at a time, and you know, and basically that's it. Yeah, I actually had the neighbor's kids come and help me do the rear bumper for a little bit, and it was cool. It was cool to see them. They actually unwrapped, I would say, 3/4 of the rear bumper, and they were using the heat gun and everything. It was pretty cool. I've had the neighbors come in and out, all the kids, and take their turns, so it was pretty funny. Would I do it again? Yeah, I would wrap another car, especially now that I know what everything that goes along with it. You know, price points and whatnot. Nowadays wraps are more expensive, but the wrap material is way better, so you'll get probably, if you garage kept it, you get a really long time out of it. Depends on what material you get though. If you pay for the good stuff, you'll get longer time out, you know, time from it. So you want to definitely get more quality material. But yeah, I would do it over. I would do a wrap again, which I'm still contemplating if I wanted to rewrap this orange, blue, or just leave it silver for now. Any other questions? I guess leave them in the comments, and usually I'm pretty good with getting back to people as long as YouTube sends me a notification. Sometimes if I get notifications like a couple in like a row, sometimes I won't see that until, you know, maybe later on or whatnot. But yeah, any other questions about it, I'll feel free to answer. I'm pretty much covered as much as I could think of as far as wrap, but we'll take a quick walk around, and then yeah, that'll be pretty much it. Yeah, just got a little cleanup, but back to silver.